Did you see how many people actually showed up to that Area 51 raid?
Yeah, like barely any.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like, I think it was supposed to be some type of like rave or like dance party or something, and then like only 100 people showed up.
Yeah. It was disappointing.
What do you think about robots?
Robots? Like, what do you mean robots? Like a mechanical arm just being powered by electricity doing stuff, or like androids?
I guess like androids.
Androids?
Like, do you think, like, what do you think the chances are that at some point in the next, like, say 100 years, 75 years, that we end up fighting off robots?
I think it's possible. I definitely think it's possible because sentient AI is already being worked on by Google.
Yeah.
And if you put sentient AI inside of a body, like an android, then it can, if it determines that it needs to kill humans, it's going to kill humans.
Have you have you seen the Boston Dynamics robots?
I think so. Yeah. Actually,
The ones that like they'll like hit them with a hockey stick and
Yeah.
like go upstairs and like nothing phases them.
the
and they
ones
just
that are
keep
always
going.
being abused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that PETA like got mad about it?
Yeah.
The I don't know.
I mean,
I guess I'm getting Alzheimer's.
I think what you're gonna ask me is if they're gonna get tired of being abused and rise up against us.
Well, I mean that could happen, but the they have like a human, like one that's like the size of a human.
Yeah.
And then they have the one that's like to me more scary than that one. That's like a dog
Yeah, I've seen that.
that has like a like an arm with like a claw that comes out, and then it has like knees and elbows that can like invert themselves.
Yeah.
So it can just go like anywhere.
You know, the military is gonna use those things too
For what?
for transporting supplies and weapons
That'd probably be a good idea.
because it can go over.
Wonder how many
all
people.
terrain.
Wonder how many guns they're gonna strap to it
They can probably strap a lot to them.
and start like mowing people down.
Oh, like making it like an assault vehicle.
Yeah,
That could work too.
making it like an assault dog.
Yeah, but they mainly going to just use it for supply because they're all terrain. You can't get over like a quarry with a jeep, but you can get over it with a mechanical dog.
Start like strapping bombs to it, and then have like suicide robots, and they just run out there.
Yeah, you could probably do that with RC cars.
I think they do that with RC cars, or at least robots.
I think that's just Call of Duty.
You don't think it's real life?
I don't think I've ever heard of an RC cars being used for suicide bombing.
I mean, not like literal RC cars.
Yeah,
like
like
robots
I don't
that they can just drive.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't know why though. Like it makes sense to me. Like why chuck a grenade when you can just put a grenade on a tiny little robot with wheels and just pilot it straight into the enemy?
That's true. I think like once if somebody like makes like an AI robot that and it learns to once it learns to make other robots.
Yeah.
I think we're done for.
That's-
At that point we
that's
are
like-
done.
Age of Ultron, basically.
I don't know what that is.
You never seen Age of Ultron?
No.
The Avengers?
No.
You don't watch anything, do you?
No.
Why do you host a podcast show if you don't watch anything?
I don't watch any of this
Oh
stuff.
my god.
What about it?
So that's exactly what happens. Tony Stark makes a robot and it becomes sentient, and it makes its own bodies. Like it makes bodies of itself. And
So it can like just keep making like unlimited amounts of robots.
yeah, it takes over. What first it does is it takes over the whole grid, like the whole internet grid, and it shuts it down, and it like finds a factory and it creates bodies for itself to make an army.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you there was another thing that I don't remember who made the robot. I don't think I've seen the video, but I heard about this somewhere that somebody made like an AI robot, and they said that like part of AI was that it wanted to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah.
So one of the worries was that at some point they'll determine that humans aren't efficient and
inefficient.
then they'll kill us.
Yeah.
But then there was also like I think there's a video somewhere, but some guy had like an AI robot and he like instructed it to get on top of a table, but it viewed jumping on top of the table as like inefficient, So instead of jumping on top of the table, it smashed the table and stepped on top of it because that was more efficient.
Yeah.
So like, it's like I guess once they start like if they start doing that, like if you tell it to do something and then it views that as inefficient, it's just gonna kill you.
That's why the military is completely against AI. Because if you gave a super advanced AI control over all the military arsenal, what would happen is you say, all right, listen, the enemy position over here is very heavily fortified, and we are outnumbered. We need to take it down somehow, and we need to get past it. The AI would skip over everything except for nukes. It would straight go. All right, the easiest and most efficient way to get rid of it is with nukes, and nukes are
just go all the way to 100 every single time.
yes. It immediately bypassed any other option, and it would just instantly nuke the fortification. And then because the AI doesn't understand politics, it'd create a bit of a situation with the UN.
It'd be like, all right, we got one guy over here,
Yeah.
nuke, atomic bomb. Here we go. We have one guy.
Yep.
Oh, we got two. Just drop everything.
Because the AI would look at things through like it would have tunnel vision. It would only look at the goal ahead of it. It wouldn't understand what its actions impact about the world around it. It would do anything in its power to accomplish that one goal.
So it would be like a sociopath.
Yeah.
Or a psychopath. So if somebody made a bunch of robots, it would just literally be like a bunch of sociopaths
Pretty much.
because they don't have feelings
They don't care about
and
what happens
they
around.
just want to like accomplish one goal.
But it's also what limits them, because if they accomplish that one goal, they can't give themselves orders. They'd have to, once they accomplish their goal, even the most powerful AI it would have to be given a set goal, and once that goal is accomplished, it stops functioning.
Really?
They can't make their own goals because they don't have the ability to create their own.
Could they? Do you think they could like say one AI robot makes another one? Do you think they could make one that only makes goals for the other ones?
I think it's possible, but we don't have the technology to do that yet. Like with Google, they're so
We don't, but they do.
well, they would have to go off of our technology.
But the aliens do. They have the technology.
If the aliens made sentient robots, then yes, it's possible.
I don't want to have to fight off robots.
Alien robots at that
What would be your plan of attack?
against robots.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the easiest way to do it is just to shut down the main server, basically.
How would you find it though?
That's the problem.
What if it was what if they set it up like blockchain?
Like blockchain?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
How you know blockchain is?
No.
It's basically, and this is a very, very, very rough explanation, but instead of having one server, everything acts as the server.
Ah.
So like a computer, your phone, your smart TV, everything locks in together to make the server.
Yeah.
Every little thing makes its own little piece instead of having just one massive server that you could actually shut down. So with Bitcoin is blockchain.
Yeah.
And it makes apparently something about it makes it hard to track because of every device, every individual device.
Yeah. There's no one place there's no origin for it.
Right. That might be a bad explanation, but that's pply how I understand it. Would it be like that?
If they were smart, they make it like that.
You're trying to set us up to get killed.
Yeah. I mean, is that just logically how it would happen?
So then what do you do?
If it's blockchain,
Yeah.
you'd have to find a way to. If you can't shut down the ability to communicate, because that's another thing. If you could restrict the ability for the devices to communicate, then they're useless.
So, well, I mean, an EMP would probably be a good choice.
It'd be exactly what you want to do.
But I'm sure if somebody made a AI robot that could make other robots, it would probably have protections in place for an EMP.
Yeah, but EMPs are hard to stop.
How you gonna make them?
How are you gonna make what?
An EMP?
Just the way they're made. I don't know how to make them. I haven't been instructed yet.
You haven't talked to the robots.
No,
Well,
because we have EMPs.
because like one EMP can't just like take out the whole U.S.
No.
So like, you would like take out a certain percentage of these robots. Say there was like millions of them. You'd take out like a certain percentage, then they would send all the signals to the other ones that they're under attack, and then now you're screwed because now they're coming after you.
Yeah.
And they can. There was something like robots communicate like, I forget what the percentage, but it was like the bajillion times faster than humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like whenever they would, so like if they're like planning something, they could just like, and it's done.
But I mean, if they'd have to have a constant feed of communication though, because if you have something that operates via antenna, and the antenna gets taken off, it doesn't matter if it already knows what it's supposed to do. It can't do it anymore.
So what if they'd probably all be satellite.
Yeah.
So you'd have to block the satellite.
Or blow them up.
Or blow it up. And you know what I think I would do? I think I'd back myself in a corner with a water hose. and just hope for the best. Because if you could have like a fire hose that had enough pressure to like push them away,
Yeah.
and the water to like short circuit everything.
Well, what's not waterproof?
Hopefully they're not waterproof.
Hopefully.
Well, even if they were waterproof, I mean, it would only work for so long, but you could still use the pressure to like push them back.
I mean, yeah.
Or I guess you just have to shoot them
Yeah.
after that and just hope for the best.
But shooting wouldn't be that effective against them because like bullets are meant for organic beings. Because if a bullet goes into your body, it's gonna mess something that happens inside the body up and it's gonna kill you. But against an AI, if a bullet travels through the AI's like through the mechanical body, the most damage it's gonna do is take out a couple of wires, maybe take down like chunk a piece of its hardware, but it's more than likely still gonna be able to keep on going.
I don't like that.
Yeah. They'd be way harder to kill than humans.
What if you like bait him in somewhere, like bait him into like a big hole and then just like fill it in.
That's more like zombie tactics. So like they'd be smart though. They'd be really really smart.
Would they be good diggers though? Because if you put them in a hole and then cover it up, they're probably not gonna be able to dig their way out.
Unless they're designed for digging.
What are they gonna have, like just 2 shovels for hands and just be like?
You don't know. So that's the advantage they'd have over us. They'd have versatility because they can literally make their soldiers to be whatever they need to be.
I don't think we're gonna have a very good chance against these robots.
No.
I don't like that.
The problem is that, like, if they were to get started, they'd be very weak early on, but they'd snowball like insanely fast.
Well, because the AI,
Yeah.
they just get better and better and better and better.
Because they move so much faster than
What
us.
and instead of guns, they would probably have like ray guns, not like lasers, but I'm talking like.
I mean, would that be efficient though?
I mean, I don't know.
They would design weapons that were efficient for killing humans.
Well, what I'm saying is they would what if they had like gamma rays or something that they just constantly emitted.
Yeah.
That like.
Well, gamma rays destroy software though.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can
Radiation.
you not protect the software from the gamma rays?
You can, but it'd be more difficult. And see, I think that the most likely thing for them to do